Okay, so that was the first episode. I mean, the first part of it or whatever. So this is the second part of it. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this up right quick. I'm glad it broke up though, because the thing is, I've been having long upload times and stuff like that. So if it's like 30 minutes each, it should upload a lot faster. Maybe I should keep it at 30 minutes and then, you know, upload a new one. All right. So yeah, you out here, you got the Six of Wands out here though. So yeah, even though that this person is trying to control this connection, or there is some kind of addiction affiliated with this connection, this person could even be affiliated with the energy of this connection, you'll still have victory here. At the end of the day, you're going to have victory, because you have the Six of Wands out here. The six has to do with a conflict or whatever conflict that this person is starting or raising up against you. It could be a Leo versus a Sagittarius, or somebody could be a Leo and Sagittarius influences with the solar plexus out here and the mental clarity out here. Whatever this is, it's going to be successful. Okay, you're going to be successful at conquering whatever this is. You know what I'm saying? Because this person, like I said, their overall goal is to one up you. They're trying to get over on you. They're trying to make it where you feel like you have to, you know, subject yourself or talk to them before you know, you can, you know, this person wants to be an intercessor in a relationship, basically. Like, you know what I'm saying? And not just that, you know, they get off on, you know, doing fucked up shit to people, you know. So anyway, let's find out what broke the connection in the first place, okay? Maybe it was spell work, maybe it was something else. I got my theory though. My theory, honestly, is that one of the partners decided to be karmic in a twin flame journey. One of them decided to be karmic compared to the other. Like, a lot of times when you elevate as a twin flame or whatever, you'll, like, one person to elevate higher than the other. It's that other person's job to try to reach down and bring that other twin up to their level so they can elevate together. It's not always a master-slave relationship, which really I don't consider it that. It's more of like a student-master relationship where they both take turns teaching each other things. Because essentially what happens is with the twin flame, with the twin flame journey, essentially what happens is in the previous lifetime, you and your twin flame were one person, okay? One of you was the inner world and the other one was the external world. One was the masculine energy and one is the feminine energy, okay? That's why you have the divine feminine and the divine masculine. At some point, as an entity of working together, you mastered that masculine and the feminine energy, okay? So then what happens is those two souls, they split apart, just like the embryo. We see this cell division all the time in nature. Okay, right? So just like that embryo, it divides, the cell divides. But the thing is, it's like per quantum physics, there's still a connection there. That's just this is the weirdest thing, because that's just like if you had your arm cut off and you know you survived it and you healed. There will be times where you will still feel like you have that hand there, that arm and that hand. You will still have that sensation. It's called the phantom limb, right? That right there is part of the theory of how we are entangled together. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of why I made these cards the way I did, why I add the concepts together. Because I wanted to touch up on that aspect. A part of that aspect of combining the inner and outer. Now, when you basically what happens here is like when those two cells split apart, it's kind of like a mother and a child, where the mother and the child were one at one point, but sometimes that mother can feel something that the child is experiencing, and sometimes that child can feel something that that mother is experiencing. That right there is that quantum entanglement, where there's still that connection there. That's the same concept with the divine masculine energy, the soul, right? The soul is a embryo, it's a cell, and it splits, but it stays connected, right? I had a theory about this, that even though they split, the divine masculine wants mastering its divine feminine, and that divine feminine wants mastering its divine masculine. If they come back together, I calculated that from those two, that soul complex, it was split into divine masculine and feminine, and then those two will split again. And they just continue to split until you create something. What it is, I don't know, but that's the furthest the theory goes, right? But yeah, that's that quantum entanglement. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have this telepathic connection with your twin flame. Okay? So let's see. And that's why it's a master-slave relationship, because essentially it's designed after the hermaphrodite, where you have both energies, basically, you know what I'm saying? But it was designed so that one soul could experience one part of life and the other soul can experience another part of life. And then they meet in life and exchange those experiences. If they stay together, fine. But if they don't, that's fine too. It's kind of like being able to look left and right at the same time. Imagine if you could live two lives at one time. That's what the twin flame conundrum is about. Experiencing the left and the right. One may go to the left path, the other one might go to the right path, but they come together and they talk and explain with each other what each path was all about and their experiences and stuff. Most of the time it's them coming together and sharing their experiences through unconditional love for each other. Whereas, okay, you picked a path based about you developing yourself by being selfish. I picked a path where I was selfless. But I can overlook your selfish ways and you can look over my selfless ways. We come together, we love each other regardless of everything that's out here. You see what I'm saying? That unconditional love. And then where it goes from there, I don't know. That's the furthest I got. Anyway, let's see what broke this connection here. Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. So what broke this connection here was some self-deception energy here. One or both of these people were confused or deceived against one another. This is that Aquarius Libra energy out here again. So an Aquarius and a Libra could have been working on this situation. But the vibe that I'm getting here, it has to do with somebody conspiring. Somebody like that self-defeat energy is what I'm getting here. You got the Seven of Cups in reverse out here. Ooh. And you got the Six of Swords out here. So not only was there some kind of delusion or energy or something out here. This Seven of Cups energy was like, yeah. Somebody was delusional and walked away. Somebody was delusioned about this connection and walked away. Somebody was tricked. Well, it wasn't like they was tricked out of it. Somebody, in this connection, one person was fooled into walking away, basically, or fooled into believing that they didn't need the other person or to walk away. You know what I'm saying? With that Seven of Swords energy out here, yeah, that's definitely somebody making that decision here. You got the Page of Pentacles in reverse here. Because of that, yeah, it's gonna be weird. This person, yeah, because of that, something was taken away. Something is whichever partner terminated, or whichever partner is the lower vibration, or that went from from twin flame to karmic, something is going to be stripped from them. They're going to start losing stuff. I don't know if they're going to be losing gifts or something like that. You got Magician in reverse. They're not going to be able to manifest like they used to anymore. So if they were manifesting stuff and bringing stuff into fruition, because, of the delusional energy here and them walking away from this, they're not going to be able to manifest anymore. You got the Queen of Swords here in reverse. All the lies and stuff about this situation is going to come to the light. All the lies is going to come to the light. Yeah, somebody's getting ready to lose out big time. Yeah. And it's all from that interference. You got that Six of Pentacles in reverse here. Yeah. Whoever this person is, they're trying to walk away from the past. Even though this is an old situation here, they're trying to walk away from it, is what I'm getting here. Whoever the person that was fooled out of this situation, they're just trying to get out of this or get away from this situation. You got the Strength card in reverse here. So yeah, this person is definitely drained. They're tired. They're over it. You know what I'm saying? This is a warrior, a healer. Yeah. 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 You got the Knight of Swords out here in reverse. This Knight of Swords energy in reverse means that whatever they planned, like there was a backfired plan or something with the love spell, is what I'm seeing here. There was some kind of love spell that was done that backfired. Somebody planned a love spell, or there was something that someone planned, like they were gonna execute something. Yeah, either that or somebody took too long. It could be that this person took too long with the Knight of Swords in reverse here. You got the Tower card here in reverse. I've been seeing, you know what I've been seeing? I've been seeing braids on the floor all day today. If you saw that other video, you know what I'm talking about. So it was so hard not to laugh today, which I failed. I kept laughing at that shit. So you got the Tower in reverse here. Yeah, this person, whoever this is, the higher vibrational person is going to be paired up with somebody else with the Tower card in reverse here. That has to do with them rebuilding their energy, rebuilding themselves, or rebuilding and being repaired with someone else. And then this this other energy is going to go with someone else. So they're going to be split up. If that twin flame energy stays in that karmic energy, then, you know, that's what it is. And, you know, that's why, honestly, you know, that's why I said that I'm over that shit on some real shit. And it didn't have anything to do with really the other person. It was just kind of like, you know, if this is a twin flame journey, like, you know, like what the fuck is, like, what's the holdup? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the holdup? Like, what's really holding you back? Now, I can see if this person reached out to me, because I already know that they are connected in some way, shape, or form. I'm pretty sure that they can hear the things I say, and I can hear the things that they say. But what I wanted to know was, like, you know, why didn't this person ever reach out? This person never, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever it may be, or, you know what I mean? But in the same breath, I can't hold that against them. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe I should have took the initiative to go after that person too. You know, but like I said, that person knew who I was before I knew who they were. But in the same breath, I always got the feeling that I wasn't this person's type. You know what I mean? So, and that's okay with me. I'm all right with that. I'm not everybody's type, and I'm all right with that. You know what I'm saying? I guess they were under the impression that they had to be with me over somebody else. But I mean, if they were married already, that didn't mean that me and that person had to be together. It just means we needed to meet, exchange some healing information or healing with each other. I was supposed to heal that person. That person was supposed to offer me some kind of medicine, and then we could split our separate ways, or we could meet up anytime information changes. That's all it had to be. It didn't have to be, oh, you're stuck with this person for life. You have to be with this person. You have to. But no, it doesn't have to be that way. You know what I'm saying? The connection is all about unconditional love. That means that if you are okay with that person being married to somebody else in a relationship or whatever, that's fine. Because the more the more differences that you two have between you, and you still choose to love one another, despite or in spite of that, the stronger that love connection becomes, and you still pass that twin flame journey. So if the connection, I mean, if the readings are right, like I think they are, basically, I got a feeling that, well, I ain't gonna say I got a feeling, because I did hear a reading about this before, and this reader was saying that, basically, this person is afraid because of their family or something like that. And when I heard that, I'm like, wow, what the fuck? Really? You let your family get in the way? But I had to make that sacrifice, and I'm gonna tell you why. Even if it's me who have to go through this, where I lose gifts, I lose my ability to manifest, or something comes to the light, or I'm drained, or something is the wrong time, even if all of that happens to me, right? I would rather for that happen than for this person to leave their family and end up killing themselves, because that's the way that it was supposed to go. because eventually this is the story of Lord Shiva and Shakati all over again. Lord Shiva, he came across, he, was a loner, like I'm a loner. He was the god of destruction. You know what I'm saying? He was a sage, right? Those of you who know, you know. But this twin flame journey was exactly the same way, And essentially what happened was he was introduced to Shakati because they said, he needs to have some love in his life, right? So they're like, all right, well, we'll find him a love or whatever. They found Shakati. Him and Shakati, they loved each other. Like, had sex, intimate sex all over the fucking universe, right? One day, Shakati went to go see her dad. Come to find out, her dad was throwing a party and invited all these people here except Lord Shiva, which was a disrespect to her husband. So what ended up happening was, she was really sad about it or whatever, tried to convince him otherwise, but basically her family did not like Lord Shiva. And she was torn between her family and a man that she loved and that loved her unconditionally. So what she ended up doing was she ran away and she killed herself. She committed suicide. When she committed suicide, her energy was scattered all over the universe. All over the world. And Lord Shiva came looking for her one day because he was trying to find out what was going on, and he found out the truth. Matter of fact, by the time he got there, she had already died. And she started fading away into all this energy. So after being alone for so long, he finally found a soul that felt like home to him. And it was all ruined because of family. You know what I'm saying? So essentially what happens is that her energy scattered all over the universe. So Shakati energy was in the trees, it was in the birds, it was in the air, it was in the waters, and it was everywhere. Everywhere, because he took her everywhere and they were intimate with each other everywhere. Her energy was on everything and everywhere. He was so hurt. He roamed the world for a long time, trying to collect bits and pieces of her where he could, Then after a while, he went back into being, a sage. When he went back to being a sage this time, he didn't want to be bothered. He didn't want to be, he would go into meditations for centuries and, at a time. And finally, they were like, we need to send him somebody and this and that. So they sent him another woman, concubine. I want to say it was Kalima. I don't think it was Kalima, but I can't remember her name. They sent her to him. At first, he just wasn't interested, because that was his twin flame. You know what I'm saying? That was the other half of his soul, So he just wasn't paying her no any attention. He just ignored her or whatever and all this other shit. He didn't want to be bothered by her, And he just ignored her. 100% just ignored her. She was a nobody to him. So then eventually there was like, okay, well, we need to get him to, kind of like love, because we need his help for something, right? They needed his help. But he was in a meditation state. Once he go into meditation, he don't wake up. Trust me, I know, because in the spiritual warfare, somebody did attempt to kill me. And I passed over for a split moment and I saw Lord Shiva. That's where I learned how to balance my energy out. I asked him, I said, how do you stay so balanced with all the bullshit going around? Next thing you know, it just manifested into my life. Lord Shiva himself taught me. So, with that being said, they found him a woman or whatever, and she was like a servant or something like that. So she would like make him tea and all that other stuff, but he would never wake up. So eventually she tried to like put like a love spell in a potion or something to get him to smell it, and he wouldn't wake up. And then I forgot what happened, but it had something to do with like, I think it had something to do with like Shakati's energy or something like that. And he sensed it, and that right there was what resonated with him. And that's when he decided, to help them. And then, they shot him with an arrow or something like that and put him on a spell to fall in love with that woman. Next thing you know, little Ganesha comes along, right? So essentially, it's the same story here. It's the same story. It's the same story, you know. The time-space continuum, we think that it's all this, you know, it's just a big ass circle. All the shit that happened all them centuries ago is still happening today. That's why it's, you know, when you look into the Bible, you can relate to it and see that it's all this stuff that is relatable. It's relatable. So let me see. I'm gonna pull one more card, a few more cards, and then I'm done for the night or whatever, because it's gonna be 30 minutes. Let's see. I guess, and you know, this is crazy because, you know, I'm just tired of it, you know. But the vibe that I was, well, of course, there's somebody in my energy, of course, talking about, well, see how they feel about each other. Nah, bitch, I'm not doing that. I am gonna pull on these ancestors though. Bow. 3 of Swords out here. The ancestors out here says that there was some injury that was done. And you know, with 31 out here, attraction. Hurt people attract hurt things. So if this is you, it's time to start healing. Because the only thing you're gonna do is attract more karmic energy from being in pain or hurt or whatever it is from the situation. You know, we got the butcher out here, you got cardiologists out here, we got the grief counselors, physician, or doctor out here, right? You also have the Star card in reverse, and you have the Ace of Pentacles out here. So the Star card in reverse out here basically is trying to tell you, like, you know, somebody's, you know, basically you don't want to miss out on something good here. Because, you know, with the Star card, that's somebody who's out in the public or whatever like that. And basically, you're telling you, like, you know, even if you walk away from this and you operate in the background, you could do that. Just take care of yourself or whatever. With 43 out here, that's a breakthrough. A breakthrough is coming. So don't, you know, just back away from the situation. Let God handle the situation to the best of your ability. Which is what I did. Like, you know, yeah. Sometimes you gotta let go and let God. Because sometimes people don't get it until God get involved. You got the Ace of Wands out here. So yeah, it's time to act boldly. Time to be bold in your actions, okay? You're a pioneer, you're an inventor. You are marked by the ram that we talked about earlier. The cardinal is out here too. Cardinal points, but also the cardinal energy here. This is the energy of the East, the rising flame, the rising star, okay? So yeah, definitely take bold action towards what you love. You got the Empress in reverse here. The Empress in reverse here has to do with basically things not growing, or like what's harmonizing your situation or balancing your situation out. I don't want to say it's shit not growing. I want to say something more like, this is the energy of you needing to nourish yourself. Because when the Empress is in an upright, she's nourishing everybody else, right? She's like the gardener. She's all these things, right? All these roles. But in reverse, it gives me the vibe of that this person needs to nourish themselves. It's time for you to nourish yourself. You need to, you know, be the queen of your own pinnacle, queen of your own swords, queen of your own wine, queen of your own cups. You know what I'm saying? This is time to nourish and take care of you and heal yourself. You got the Hierophant in reverse here, what's coming to an end. If you were being seen as the bad guy or in a dark light, or, you know what I'm saying, or you had this unorthodox way of moving or doing things that you normally do, that's going to come to an end here. So how people were seeing you or viewing you, or, you know, things that were unorthodox in your life that was hired against your life, it's coming to an end. All that unorthodox energy is coming to an end here. You got the Justice card in reverse out here. Got the Justice card in reverse here. This has to do with some kind of karma coming in here with the Justice card in reverse. There's some kind of karma that's coming in here. Or you could feel like there's karma isn't on your side or something like that, is the vibe that I'm getting here. But like always, you know, justice works in both ways. Either it's for you or against you. If you're doing well, it works for you. If you're doing the wrong thing, it's going to work against you. This is an opportunity to learn what the right way to do things. That's why I'm not saying I, you know, don't care for karma, But I try not to worry too much about it, because if it's bad karma coming my way, I'll get what I deserve. And I'm not going to run to the best of my ability. I don't run from it. I accept it, because it's a chance for me to grow. It's a chance for me to learn the right way to do something. It's a chance for me to learn a lesson. If you are a sage, you want to be a teacher of any kind, you want to be a master of any kind, you have to go through multiple lessons. You have to go through some things before you can talk about shit. If you ain't been through nothing, you can't talk about shit. You can't talk about nothing. If you ain't been through it, you can't talk about it. And if you do talk about it, ain't nobody gonna listen to you, because your facts and shit gonna be wrong. You got the moon card in reverse here. Yeah, with the moon card in reverse here, yeah, there's some stuff coming out. This definitely gives me the vibe of the energy of some things being released or revealed or whatever it may be. This things that's being revealed here is, I guess, it's probably something to try to detriment you in some kind of way, or to try to hold you back. So just, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, just try to hold your own. You know, you got the 5 of Swords energy out here. With the 5 of Swords out here, you got this mental conflict or whatever, or competition, or somebody who basically want to throw a rock and hide their hand. That's the vibe that I'm getting here. Army, police, damage control, strategist, interrogator, Congress agent, mastermind, strategic. Yeah, this is somebody who wants to like dominate, or this is the energy of just somebody just trying to keep conflict up. Somebody's heart is conflicted here. So if your heart is conflicted, it's time to, you know, do your best to try to release that energy. Like I say, you know, sometimes, like I was saying, like, you know, if your spiritual warfare is anything like mine, you got somebody with a voodoo doll who's been projecting all that energy onto you, trying to trigger you. It's not you being triggered by what they're doing. It's you being triggered because they're so fucking annoying. And they know they're annoying. This person knows they're annoying, which is why they do it. You see what I'm saying? And then they're like, oh, I triggered him today. I triggered her today. And it's like, what do you get out of pissing people off in your life? That takes me to the 48 laws of power. One day you're going to do this to somebody and you won't know who the fuck you're pissing off. Okay? That's why it's best, like, it's not for you to whoop everybody's ass. But I can't say that eventually the day is coming that they're not going to know who they offended. Just like they didn't know who they offended when they started the spiritual war with you. If had they known who you were or what you were capable of and stuff like that, they would have thought twice if they fuck with you to begin with. They would have thought twice. That's why they're hiring so many people against you. That's why they're ganging up on you. You don't gang up on somebody who's weaker than you, do you? You don't gang up on somebody that you know who you can whoop ass, do you? No. If everybody know you can whoop somebody's ass, when that person get out of line, they're going to come get you to go whoop that person's ass. But when that person, or they're afraid of you, they'll go get all these other people who are also afraid of you to do fucked up shit to you in a subliminal way. There's, you know what I'm saying? Fighting isn't always about bravery or courage. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like picking between being a samurai and a ninja. A samurai has his honor code, and a ninja is an adaptable warrior. They'll use whatever it takes in order to win or to get the advantage, you know? That's how the fighting world is too, you know what I'm saying? In a sense, you know? But when you got somebody out here who just, you know, just do it for kicks and giggles and stuff like that, that's okay. There's a person out there for them. If it's you, you'll pass karma along on them. If it's not, that's even better, because they don't know who or when it's coming. That's the scariest shit anybody could under or comprehend. There's always that unknown factor. You don't know who you're exposing your weaknesses to and your strengths to. Someday, this person's gonna do some shit like this to somebody else, thinking that they big and bad and all this other shit. And while they're doing this shit to you, or how they were doing it to me, everybody else in or around them is making plans on, if that was me, I would have blank. Oh, they did that to him. If that was me, I would blank. So when that person called themselves trying to pick their next target, all that shit that they said that they were going to do if they was them is exactly what that's gonna fucking happen to him. And the scary thing about that, about the unknown, is that this person may not even do anything. People in the group or who's been watching may just suspect that this person had did some kind of spell work on them because they lost or got a denial letter, or they're going to jail, or they got something going on in their life. And it could be something that they remember talking to that person personally about, and now all of a sudden it's going wrong, just like they were trying to do you, and just like they tried to do me. And I'm telling you, it's just like how they try to be my unknown enemy. One of their friends will end up being their unknown enemy. That's why I'm thankful I'm on this side, because I want everybody, I expose this person. I want everybody to see how this person fight. Now everybody in this person's circle see how they fight. Everybody in this person's circle to see their pros and cons, strengths and weaknesses. Because in the 48 laws of power, the truth is, the worst enemy that you can have is a friend. Your enemies are among you. They know. I can sleep with myself at night because I don't have any fucking friends like that. You got the King of Wands out here. King of Wands energy out here. Number 14. This has to do with an expansion here. So it's time for you. It's like you're gonna need some rest or whatever, or just rest up. You're gonna have to get back on your throne. Get back on your throne. You need to do some healing work though, okay? If there is some justice in reverse out here, that's you taking justice into your own hands, or some karma coming towards you, or whatever it may be. Endure it. Endure it. Because you're going to show other people how to get through karma. Somebody out here don't know how to do karma, so they keep trying to send it to you to try to figure out how to do karma, because they're afraid of it, and they keep doing freezer spells, freezer jar spells to try to keep their karma from coming. You got the moon reversed here, and using death spells, and trying to bring different endings to other people's lives. You got the moon card in reversed here. Yeah, the plan here is to basically try to expose you, or to try to disrupt your whole energy with being exposed. But I fought all my demons. I love my demons, honestly, and I tell everybody, well, I'm telling you guys that the reason why I love the darker aspect of me and my light side of me is because I know how compassionate I am with my light side. But with my dark side, I know I'll break a motherfucker down. I'm telling you, I will break a motherfucker down. I know I can do it. It's funny. To me, it's funny. After, it's funny. To me. But in the same breath, you got to be careful when you're breaking down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't deserve to be broken down. Sometimes you just got to leave them motherfuckers where they at. But I do love the darker aspects of myself. The part of me that lies. The part of me that cheated. The part of me that kept it real. The part of me that didn't keep it real. The part of me that didn't follow my heart. The part of me that, is fat. The part of me that, come up short. You know what I'm saying? The part of me that wasn't a great lover to that girl. The part of me that was the great lover to that person. I love all aspects of me. I love all my experiences. Am I proud of them? Absolutely not. But it was a learning experience, and I learned from every fucking thing I've ever fucking did. Everything. Everything. And to this day, I still do my best to stay true to myself. Regardless. I love myself. I love myself. And the reason why, reason why you gotta be like that is because sometimes the love you need, you cannot find it in the world. If I can go out there and as much light as I have, if I can go out there and love somebody back into healing and love them back into good health and things of that nature and just be kind to them, why the fuck can I do that shit to me? Why the fuck I can't do it to myself? You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense to be out here loving everybody and being loyal to everybody, but not being loyal to myself. Spending everything I got on everybody else, but I'm walking around and looking bummy. If I'm gonna look bummy, at least let it be by choice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, young kings, young queens, get back on your throne. You experience, you know, you got a scar too. But those are scars of war. That's a congratulatory of a scar of I want to say recognition or passing into the next grade. That's what this is. That's what every scar in my life is about. I don't see it as like being like, you know, whatever. I always see it as like a congressional badge of honor. Every scar I've ever had is congressional badge of honor. If I got beat up, it's a congressional badge of honor. That means I need to go and I need to practice my fight, you know? If I lost, that means that there's, you know, I didn't really lose. I mean, don't get me wrong, I lost, but I didn't lose. If only how I really lose is if I give up right then. If I learned the lesson from that loss, I can't say that I lost because I learned something. The only time you lose is when you don't learn shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not about dominion over other people. It's about doing shit and not learning shit about it. So with that being said, that's all I got for my people. Everybody else that came here to do voodoo and spell work and shit, you can go fuck yourself. I just wanted to make sure you said that. And everybody else, I love y'all all. Take it easy. Get y'all some rest. There's some downloads coming in for you. That's necessary. All right? All right. Peace.